Hi there, it's Steph here at the Bead Shop, and I'm with Jackie, one of our regular customers here at the Bead Shop, and today we're going to be talking about Ceralun, the new crystal clay from Swarovski. So Jackie initially came in to us not so long ago now actually, was it? Maybe a few months ago to ask for a particular piece of Swarovski crystal that she was going to use in a design. So we were all quite intrigued as to what you're going to do, and the item you came in for was the crescent moon pendants, which we're now actually stocking thanks to you. But what Jackie's actually made was an absolutely stunning pendant, and I've seen crystal clay used for many different things before, but this was really struck a chord with me. I thought it was really inventive and really clever use of not only Swarovski elements, crystals, but how you've assembled them all together, and it's a very simple but very effective and elegant design. So I'll put a close up for everyone to see it. That led us on to chatting more to Jackie about the clay. So it wasn't long after you created this pendant we actually started stocking the Swarovski Ceralun. So how have you got on with that?
Well, I like it very much. I think it's smoother to use than the crystal clay.
Oh, that's good to know, yeah.
But it is a bit stickier, so you've got to get used to what you're doing, otherwise it's stuck to your fingers. Right. But once you've got the idea, it makes a smoother looking finish, so you don't have to cover it all with crystals.
Oh, that's good.
You can leave more space in between things.
So a lot of the pieces that I'd seen prior to this, and I've experimented myself, and the temptation is just to fill every available space,
That's right, yeah.
Which I think it's really effective, not necessarily filling it all, and that really does look like a night sky. I think that's really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one thing that struck me, we basically gave Jackie some of the Swarovski clay when it arrived, because we thought ideal candidate for testing it out, and sometimes we don't always have the time that we'd like to have to play with all the new items that we have, so we enlisted some help. And a few things that have struck me with the pieces that you've made is how creative you've been, particularly not just filling bezels. That's obviously a really nice, simple way of creating jewellery.
It's a good starting point.
Definitely, yeah. But the pieces that really stood out for me were where you've formed clay and then stuck it onto an item, including this bangle.
Yeah.
And also, quite inventively, this storage jar.
Yeah.
So does it just stick straight to the glass?
Absolutely. And once it's in place, it'll stick to glass, it'll stick to leather, it'll stick to the metal. I mean, you can't force that off, however hard you try.
That's good. Very good to know that. Yeah.
And in fact, one of my tools has now got a permanent piece of Ceralun attached to it because I missed it when I was cleaning up, and it's now stuck permanently. I can't get rid of it. But it's quite easy to use, and you can actually use clay cutters and things like that to get the shapes. That's what these are. They're actually cut out with a sort of flower-shaped cutter.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, and I know I've already asked you, so I know how you've created this lovely sort of olivey green colour. And I was quite intrigued by that because you've actually mixed two of the colours together.
That's right, it's actually a mixture of the turquoise and the gold that's on here. So by mixing the two together, you mix them with their own hardener, because the gold has got a gold hardener and the turquoise has got a grey hardener. You mix the two with their own hardeners and then mix the two mixed product together.
Excellent. I suppose because it's got a working time of sort of 2 to 3 hours, you've got the chance to have a bit of play, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is great, yeah. And also, you don't have to use chatons with it as well.
No.
So this has got findings in it as well. So this is one of the twisted solid links in there, as well as diamantes and chatons.
Yes.
So do you find there's particular items that work better than others, or is it much?
As long as the chatons and the crystals have got the mirrored backs, then they work fine. If they've not got a mirrored back, then what you get is the clay showing through and just sort of shine at the stone.
I suppose it dulls the crystal, I suppose.
So you need the shiny back in it.
Brilliant.
But they work fine. I mean, these
the crystal AB,
work
really
really well. and they haven't actually got the foil backs.
No, they've just got the
They've got
coating.
the coating,
Yeah.
and that works fine.
Excellent.
So all of those things seem to work very well. Plus, you can put real stones if you've got tumbled stones or
Yes.
chips and nuggets, that kind of thing. They'll all stick into the clay with no problem at all.
Excellent.
And they show up the
So you're
colours.
wearing quite a lot of lovely
Oh,
jewellery
yes.
as well.
Put
Brilliant.
it all on.
Yeah, so what's next for your experimenting?
I think I've got some pieces with open backs, which are sort of like an open bezel, which I've been playing around with. They work well if you've got some a non-stick Teflon sheet or something like that.
Yes, you can peel it off afterwards.
You peel it off
yeah,
afterwards,
excellent.
I also want to have a go at actually modelling with the clay and see how that works. It is quite soft, so it won't take a very. You couldn't make animals with legs that stand up or anything like that.
Yeah.
But what you could do, I think, is to make much more sort of 3D shapes.
Yes,
out
very domed
of it.
bezels almost as well.
That's
Yeah,
right.
excellent.
So that's where I'm going next.
Yes. And I've seen your experiments with the clay and also with resin in there as well.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
yes.
So there'll be some more pictures of all of Jackie's makes in our blog that will accompany this little interview.
Yeah,
and you also make things to sell as well, don't you?
Yes, I do sell at craft fairs and things like that, and certainly my friends, who are usually my sort of first port of call, do you like these things? What
It's
do you
good
think?
to test the water, isn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah.
Well, they've sold very well. People like shiny things.
Brilliant. Oh yes, can't beat a bit of sparkle.
Well, that's right, and that's the one thing about Ceralun clay, is that it makes it easy to make sparkly stuff.
It really does, yeah.
Rather than if you are sort of bead stringing and things, you've got some very nice Swarovski crystals to make strung pieces, but these shine up more.
They do,
So,
yes. And I think you get quicker results with the clay.
Yes, yes,
Definitely.
anything that works fast suits me.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'll put some links to your Etsy shop and your Facebook page so people can see more of things you make. Because although you do a lot of work with clay, you do a little bit of everything else as well, don't
Yes,
you?
yeah.
I see some lovely tiara pictures on your...
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Yes, I make bridal tiaras.
Excellent.
And I generally use real pearls and Swarovski crystals in those. And I make all kinds of other jewellery. I've just started some seed beading, which I've never done before.
Excellent.
So I'm playing around with that at the moment.
That is the thing with, once you start with one thing, it always leads to
To
another.
something else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Jackie.
You're welcome.
And I can't wait to see everything else that you're making as well.
Thank you. And I really would recommend this. It's very easy to use and you get great results very quickly.
As we can see. Thank you.
Thanks.